In this unit, we're going to talk about the unification of Germany and Italy right after the age of Napoleon and France in Europe. Some of the terms you might want to know include Otto von Bismarck, the Franco-Prussian War, and Giuseppe Garibaldi. Remember, write these down. The German states that we're going to be talking about that want to become unified include Prussia, Austria, and the German states. Between the years of 1806 and 1812, Napoleon made territorial changes in German-speaking lands during his role in France as the French Revolution made its way through Europe. Napoleon took the separate German states as well as the other European states he conquered and created the Rhine Confederation. This confederation lived under Napoleon and the French rule. Some Germans welcomed Napoleon as a hero with enlightened and modern policies. Others fought it as they began to demand for a unified German state. When Napoleon was defeated at the Battle of Waterloo and the Congress of Vienna took place, the issue of unified German state was not resolved. Prince Metternich of Austria pointed out at the Congress of Vienna that a unified Germany would require dismantling the government of each German state, and instead Germany was put into the German Confederation, which was a weak alliance headed by Metternich himself of Austria. Under Metternich and the German Confederation, Prussia created an economic union called the Zollverein, which eliminated the tariff barriers between German states. However, Germany still remained fragmented politically. Otto von Bismarck emerged from Prussia's Junger class, which was made up of conservative landowning nobles. In 1862, King William I made him prime minister, and within a decade of him being prime minister, he became chancellor, or the highest official of the monarch. He used his famous speech, Blood and Iron, from 1862 to unify the German states under Prussian rule. As you can see, there's an excerpt from the speech on the clip. You may want to make sure you write this down. This speech, along with von Bismarck's leadership, led to drive to unite the German states under Prussian rule. Now you might be asking, how did he do this? Well, the first thing he did, he used a policy called realpolitik, or realistic politics. With this theory, politics were based on the needs of the state, so power was more important than principles. Otto von Bismarck also strengthened the army with money that had been collected for other purposes. He used a strong army to be aggressive in foreign policy, leading Prussia into 3 different wars. Thirdly, he formed an alliance with Austria in 1864, and in 1866, he invented an excuse to attack Austria, who he had just formed an alliance with. This attack caused the Austro-Prussian War. It was a 7-week war, and in the end, Prussia was victorious over Austria. After being victorious, they annexed or took over control over several northern German states. Because of this, it dissolved the German Confederation, which remember was very weak, and allowed for Austria to be independent. In France, the Prussian victory over Austria in the Austria-Prussian War angered Napoleon III. Remember, Napoleon III was Napoleon's nephew. This led to the Franco-Prussian War of 1870. To increase and spread nationalism through the new German and Prussian states, Otto von Bismarck continued to remind Germans of what Napoleon did to them decades before. Bismarck also captured and edited a telegraph between King William I, who was the King of Prussia, and Napoleon III. He made the telegraph appear to Napoleon III that the king insulted him, and Napoleon declared war on Prussia, exactly what Bismarck wanted. This started the Franco-Prussian War. In the end, it was a superior Prussian force that destroyed the badly organized French soldiers, resulting in France accepting a humiliating peace with Prussia. The victory over France allowed for William I to take the title of Kaiser, or Emperor, which is better than a king. The Second Reich was born, with a 2-house legislature set up by Otto von Bismarck himself. And these are the notes, continue on with the Second Reich and so forth.